never thought it would end like this. Did you? The person you trusted, the one you thought you'd grow old with, they've made a choice. They were unfaithful, and now they want to leave. They have chosen someone else, leaving you to pick up the shattered pieces of what you thought was a life together. But hear me now, you are not broken. They made a choice, yes, but you still stand, you still breathe. And that is all the proof you need of your strength. Because what they did, it says nothing about your worth, it says everything about them. You've heard the excuses. It just happened. I wasn't happy in the relationship. They say these things as if they excuse their disloyalty. Let me tell you, this cheating never just happens. It is a choice, a conscious decision to betray the person who trusted them. They'll tell you they were unhappy, they didn't feel seen, but the truth is this unhappiness is not an excuse for disloyalty. If they were unhappy, they could have talked to you. They could have worked through it. But instead, they took the easy way out. They chose lies over truth, betrayal over commitment. Cheaters are natural liars. They will twist their words, create any excuse to justify their actions, and when one excuse doesn't work, they'll make up another, and another, until they feel they've convinced you. Convinced themselves that their betrayal was somehow justified. They'll say things like, we were growing apart, but you didn't understand me anymore. But deep down, you know the truth. Their excuses are just smoke and mirrors, ways to escape responsibility for their actions. And when you don't believe one excuse, they'll create a new one. They will tell any story necessary to protect their fragile image, to make you believe that somehow their dishonesty was your fault. Let me make this clear, no excuse can justify betrayal. Their lies are just that, lies. And every time they create another excuse, they expose their lack of integrity even more. Don't fall for it. You don't need their approval or their explanation. I know this pain, I know it because I lived it. For 20 years I was loyal. For 20 years I gave my heart, my trust, my soul to someone who would betray me again and again. Every time she came back, I told myself it was the right thing to do, the noble thing. I believed that forgiveness was a sign of strength, that my love for her could heal the damage. I took her back because I thought that was what love demanded. But I was wrong. I wasn't strong. I was weak. Weak because I couldn't let her go. Weak because I thought holding on made me honorable, when in truth it was destroying me. Each time I forgave her, each time I took her back, it chipped away at my soul. And in the end, she betrayed me one final time. That was when I realized the truth. Love is not about enduring betrayal. It's about knowing your own worth and giving it to someone that truly deserves it. And now let's speak about the character of someone who cheats. When someone chooses to betray your trust, they show you who they really are. They hide behind excuses. They tell you it didn't mean anything, but that's just a way to deflect the guilt. cheating is a reflection of their inability to face their own insecurities. They didn't cheat because they were strong or empowered. No, they cheated because they were too weak to confront their problems with honesty. They didn't respect you enough to stay loyal. Their character is not one of strength, it's one of fear. Of cowardice. Instead of facing what was broken, they chose to break you. They betrayed not just you, but their own values. Because real strength comes from loyalty, from honor, from choosing to fight for what's right. And they chose the easy way out. They chose lies over love. And the person they cheated with, they represent more than just a third party in the affair. They embody insecurity, selfishness, and a willingness to settle for less. Driven by a need for validation, they often latch on to relationships already in turmoil, seeing an opportunity to exploit vulnerability rather than build a genuine connection. They are willing participants in deception, feeding into the cheater's lies and illusions and love, often mistaking the thrill of secrecy for a real emotional bond. The cheater may say things like, "You're the only one who truly understands me," or "I've never felt this way before," convincing the other person that their connection is unique or special. But these words are nothing more than carefully crafted illusions to manipulate emotions and justify deceit. These individuals lack the integrity to respect boundaries and instead settle for being a temporary thrill rather than seeking something deeper and more meaningful. Their character flaws run deep. They are comfortable being second, feeding off the scraps of another's relationship while lying to themselves that this affair means more than it does. Ultimately, they live in fear, knowing that the relationship they helped break is built on a foundation of lies. They will never have real trust. This is the same betrayal that hurt the original partner now looms over their heads. They reflect not strength but weakness, choosing deceit and manipulation over genuine love. And while they may create illusions of love through sweet words and stolen moments, they know deep down that they are complicit in something fragile and temporary, destined to fail under the weight of dishonesty. Now, what do you do in those moments when the pain feels overwhelming? Because the pain will come. It will hit you in waves unexpectedly, suddenly. You will be going about your day and suddenly the weight of what they did will crush down on you. It will feel unbearable. But hear me now, this pain is not the end. It is a signal, a reminder that you need to rebuild. Each time it hits, remind yourself that you will get through this. You will rise from this pain. Because this pain is only temporary. Here's what you must do now. Release the guilt. This is not your fault. Their choice to cheat, their choice to leave. It says nothing about your value. You are enough. Always have been, always will be. When that guilt starts to creep in, when you start questioning if you could have done more, remind yourself that you did everything you could. You gave your love, your loyalty. They made the choice to betray you, and that is not your burden to carry. Let go of their lies. Every excuse they give, every reason they try to offer, it's another chain keeping you bound to the pain. Release it. Let go of their words. They don't deserve to hold power over you. You don't need their explanations. You don't need closure from them. The only closure you need is the one you give yourself by letting go of their deceit. Focus on your healing. When the pain comes, acknowledge it. Feel it. But then, let it go. Each time the weight of the betrayal threatens to consume you, take a breath and remind yourself that you are stronger than this moment. You will not be defined by this pain. Start small each day. Do something that moves you forward. Each day, choose yourself over the pain. Surround yourself with support. Find people who lift you up, who remind you of your worth. If those closest to you cannot see your pain, reach out to others. You don't have to face this alone. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when you let others walk with you. And if you have no one, remember this: you are never truly alone. God walks with you in your darkest moments, even when you cannot see the light. His strength is always within you, guiding you forward, giving you the power to heal. When people fail you, His love remains steadfast. Rebuild yourself. You are more than their betrayal. You are more than the lies they told. Reclaim your strength piece by piece. Trust in God's plan for you. You will rise again, not because of them, but because of the resilience within you and the strength that God has given. Each day you will rebuild yourself stronger. You will rise not from the ashes of their lies, but from the power you've always had within you. And remember, with faith you are never truly broken, only strengthened for the journey ahead. Create a mantra. When the emotions return, because they will, you need something to anchor you, something to remind you of your power. Say to yourself, I would never be in this position if it weren't for their betrayal. Focus on my task, one step at a time. Stay busy. I am stronger without them. This is what you repeat when the temptation to reach out to them comes. Stay focused on your task, your goals, and when your mind wanders back to the pain, repeat your mantra. Don't give them the power to pull you back into the darkness. You move forward, repeat your mantra. With every repetition, you remind yourself that you are stronger now, that you will not fall into the same traps. This is what will keep you grounded when the emotions try to overwhelm you. Stay busy. Stay focused. Stay powerful. Now ask yourself this question. You want to live the rest of your life sleeping with one eye open, always wondering if they'll betray you again, always questioning their loyalty? Or will you start fresh with someone who deserves you? Someone who will value your trust, your loyalty. Because I tell you from experience, you can hold on for years, but the betrayal won't stop. I tried. I wasted 20 years hoping that each time would be the last. You need to learn the hard way that the first betrayal should have been my lesson. Not waste years waiting for a different result. You deserve better. Now let's address those of you who have been in this relationship for years, even decades. You're feeling like you can't let go because your love for them is blinding. You think that love can fix it, don't you? You believe that if you just hold on a little longer, things will change. But let me tell you, love is not supposed to make you feel powerless. Yes, your history is long, but that doesn't mean you need to carry the weight of their betrayal. Letting go does not erase your years together. It doesn't mean those memories don't exist. But staying, holding on to a love that's been shattered by their lies, it will only destroy you further. Love cannot be one-sided. No matter how deeply you care, it won't change the truth they made a choice to betray you. Now you must make a choice to free yourself. You're scared because this relationship was all you knew. But ask yourself, is this love or is it just fear of the unknown? You must move on because your future is not behind you. And even though it feels like your love is blinding you right now, clarity will come when you let go. You have so much true strength than you realize. You just need to believe in it. If you someone who is struggling through the same betrayal, share this with them. Together we rise, together we rebuild from the ashes of trust that were once broken. And when you are ready to rise high, you will know where to find me. But here's what you need to remember. Their betrayal was a reflection of their weakness, not yours. Every lie vividly seated shows their inability to face the truth, not your value. So do not let their actions define your worth. You are more than the pain they caused you. This moment, it is not the end. It is the beginning of your new chapter. A chapter where you walk forward free of their lies, free of the weight of their betrayal. And when you finally decide to walk away from their deceit, that's when your true strength is revealed. The moment you let go is the moment you rise, not as a victim of their betrayal, but as the architect of your own future. It's not about proving anything to them. It's about reclaiming yourself. The path ahead won't be easy. The temptation to look back will be strong. But every step forward is proof that their lies no longer have control over you. You are not broken. You are not defeated. You are rising. So now, choose yourself. Choose your future. And never let their betrayal define your path again. This is your time. You hold the power. Always have and always will. Now go, be strong. Start what you've learned. Till next time. I will always be here.